You quickly pull the levers in the correct sequence.
Right. Can we do this quickly enough? I've already got it selected.
You carefully replace the magic wand exactly as you found it. The cabinet door locks as you shut it.
Once again, this is going to be super close. I'm not sure if it's actually worth going for it or whether we just wait for the wizard. I've got to try though.
You pull.
Right, we're going to the oak tree.
You feel a stream.
Which is one left and one up. The bees. What do we do about the bees? Hey fellas. Not today. Could I also maybe listen to them in the pub? I'll check that out later perhaps. The fly wings, dip into that.
So ends my fun. My flight's now done.
Your spell is wearing off.
That's horrifying. Could I maybe go to the pub and listen to the conversation?
You pull. You feel.
I did get trolled on that, so you know what? Let me try that very quickly. If we get caught by the rogues now, is that it? Hey fellas. Don't mind me.
You should pick another place to change form. You don't want people to become suspicious of you.
See, that's what I said at the end of the previous playthrough.
Two surly men sit drinking ale. They see you looking at them and glare back.
Beat it, kid. Get lost. Beat it, kid.
That would surely invite a dark fate.
Terrible movie.
Wench! Come over here, more ale!
You are not a murderous boy, Gwydion.
Okay, well how about I do this? Can I do this in front of everyone?
You start to feel creative, inspired, and ready to play your heart out.
Let's make the rogues happy.
I'm ready to play.
Wonderful.
That sounds like more than one instrument.
When you look upon me, you see only stone, but the soul left within me's my own. Touch me with song, my pain is gone.
I'm guessing that thing we brewed is just alcohol.
That sure was the best performance I've heard.
How many performances have
When
you
was
heard?
the last one?
Exactly.
It wasn't a last one. That was the first performance I've ever heard. My daddy told me all about the last boy who played here.
Jesus.
When was that?
About 17 years ago. Anyhow, you played so well just now. I see no reason not to let you have the thing.
Thank you.
Okay, the lease is an illegal item.
You should pick another.
I can't transform here. Can I transform outside and go inside? Yes, look at that, the window's open. The window's open on the right-hand side there. I saw that earlier.
Squirm.
Damn it. Missed it, but we get points for it. I saw that window open earlier, damn it.
You overhear snatches of the two bandits' conversation.
Squirmed just like a pig. And that rope you rigged inside that big oak tree works great. Now nobody here will find our hideout. Why, I'll bet he knew that wizard.
3 points, just like the old game. Let's go. Speaking of the old game, it was 210 points in the old game as well. The number is exactly the same. Let's go.
In your insect form, you fit easily through the hole in the tree. As you buzz around inside the tree, you notice a rope dangling from above. You decide to get out of the tree before the spell wears off.
Odd. And it wore off automatically. Okay. Do I have enough time to get this done? I doubt it, but I'll try.
You feel around inside the hollow tree and discover a rope stretching up into the tree. You pull it and, to your amazement, a rope ladder falls from the branches above. The rope ladder runs up to one of the branches. You've reached the porch of a shack built in the branches of the oak tree. You'd better be careful. Whoever dwells beyond that doorway may not take kindly to unexpected visitors. A rough opening in the plank serves as the doorway to this ramshackle treehouse. A hole cut into the side acts as a window. You can see someone moving about, but cannot make out any details.
We're not going inside.
The thick leaves of the oak tree obscure the ground and allow rare glimpses of the sky above. The thick leaves. You are standing outside a shack that has been built in the branches of the spreading oak tree. A rope ladder leads toward the ground. The thick leaves of the oak.
Alright, so we're losing time here. Let's RNG this.
A rough opening. A rough opening in the planks serves as the doorway to this ramshackle treehouse. A hole cut into the side acts as a window. Though you can see little of the interior, there seems to be a figure sleeping in a chair.
Let's go.
You have entered the treehouse. A sleeping bandit slumps face down on the table, occasionally stirring. Take care not to get too close, or you might wake him.
We had to wake him at least once.
Perhaps you shouldn't just barge in.
It's what I do best.
The scoundrel is fast asleep at the table. Between him and his dirty, ragged clothes, he emits an unpleasant odor.
Why would we do that?
Gravity 1, Gwydion 0.
Nice.
A leather coin purse lies on the table.
Right, we need that. Oh. Let's go around.
Perhaps you shouldn't just barge.
What about the bin?
You surmise that this shabby chest is where the bandits store their loot. You open the chest, but find nothing inside. You very carefully lift the coin purse off the table, practically from under the sleeping bandit's nose.
Let's take a look around in here very quickly.
The hideout is made of rough planks and sparsely furnished with a table, chair, and wooden chest in the corner. Through the cracks of the stained and dirty floor, you see the ground far below. You snatch glimpses of the sky through the leafy branches. The hideout is made of You snatch the hideout.
Right, we need to get out of here. I am mindful of the fact that when we go back to the house, we may get interrupted by an eagle.
You pull out your magic map. You feel a strange... An eagle sits in its nest, tilting its head as it eyes you warily.
Beware my talons, for the sake of your weak, wretched hide. Come no closer, lowly human. Show respect to a lord of the air. Begone, and take your savage hunger with you. Begone!
Interesting. What about you folks?
If there's one thing that hens can't stand, it's being prepared by an amateur chef.
The lip sync on that is excellent.
If there's one
You're no rooster. Keep your head out of the henhouse.
If there's one... What do we have to do to get a nice, handsome cock in here?
I'll take sentences taken out of context for 200, Alex. Jesus. Right, we need to get inside, hide our stuff, and take a brief nap. Is he going to ask for more food? Because if so, I'm seriously worried. Maybe I can talk to him for a bit on the third go or fourth go and distract him. Hide it all. Then grab the stuff that is not illegal. Right, second trip done. What do we have? We can give the loot to the bard, for sure. We have a coin purse, which we can take to the general store and we can purchase a whole bunch of stuff. I feel at this time though, I really need the eagle feather so that I can break into the spider's den. The mandrake root though, the mandrake root. What do we do with that?
You eagerly peek inside the soft leather coin purse and discover it contains some shiny gold coins. You may want to count them.
I'm really surprised I didn't change that.
The purse contains some gold coins.
35. They couldn't do a voice line for every single number.
You drop to your hands and knees and hide the item under your bed.
Alright, let's go face the music.
Manannan eyes you with a snaggle-toothed sneer.
I am ravenous. Fix me something immediately.
Yeah, I'm deeply worried. Everything's just moving way too fast for my liking, and I don't know if it's moving fast because I'm getting lots of things done, or whether the game is designed this way.
Manannan is...
If it's the latter, I'm actually quite shocked.
Master?
What is it? Speak quickly, boy.
If I may know, how long have I been here?
The better part of 18 years.
Will I be turning 18 soon?
Yes, quite soon. I have something very special planned for you that day.
Oh.
The story from your predecessor's journal gives you a good idea of the meaning behind Manannan's words. You barely manage to hold back a shiver.
It's contextual because we've read the book.
Manannan does not...
Okay, I don't believe there's anything else we can do here, but just wait. This is a very welcome QOL change, the fact that we can just go to our bed, sleep, instead of having to wait here for him to do something. I need to take a break, but next time what I'll do... what have we got? We can give the loot. We can go down to the store and purchase a bunch of stuff. I can then look for the eagle feather, or I can just go back to the lab downstairs and try and craft whatever I can. The problem we've got though is the mandrake root. We cannot craft the cat cookie without the mandrake root. So that's going to be the killer here. And the other part is the missing page. Without that page, we don't know the recitation for the spell. So we need to find that page very clearly. The Mandrake Root. If it exists, then it is not my destiny to find it, nor to escape. The key to my freedom, I will hide in a remote part of Ludor. That's got to be the missing page, surely. We need to find the Mandrake Root, and then we need to go to a remote part of Ludor. Maybe I'll redraw my map overnight and try and make some sense of it. We've got to find that page, and we've got to find the root and combine the two to make a cookie. And we know what to do from there. Alright, let me take a break. I'll be back shortly. Right, I'm back. First things first, it's not much better than what it was, but I have redrawn the map. This one here is the one that I originally drew, and yeah, it's not great, simply because I assumed that the first screen in Ludor, when we hopped off the mountain, was at the top of the map, and I sort of ran out of space. What I've done is I've redrawn it to look like this, and it's still not great. I've made multiple mistakes, including not leaving a place for the library, but I think it's good enough to get the job done. I do see, reading through this, that I've completely forgotten about the bottle in the tree that we couldn't reach, and I'm also not considering the tree with the bees in it. I don't know what we're going to need to do with that. Not yet, anyway. But right now, as per the end of the previous video, what I want to do is go down to town, go on a bit of a spending spree, give the bard the loot, and then when we get the water pitcher, the magical pitcher that never runs out of water, I've got two thoughts on that. The first is that maybe we can use it when we go out to sea, because the bard did mention that it could keep many people hydrated for a long period of time. The second one is that he mentioned crossing the desert, so let's try going across the desert once we've got that and see what happens. I did not check this out either, and I'm currently not carrying it. Let's put this back in just a moment.
You tore this empty page from the journal and used it to make a list of any spell ingredients you'll need.
Is that useful? The problem is it doesn't tell me what I've already got. I've done Understanding Animals, I've done the Rose Petal Essence, we don't have the Eagle Feather. I don't know if that's going to be RNG or not. I sincerely hope not. We did not have Salt, we did not have a pouch. We've got all of that. I think I've done that one. I can't even remember what that was. I think that might have been a potion for musical talents. Seawater, that's going to be the Storm Brew. Cactus, Jar of Lard, Toad Spittle, I think that's Invisibility, and this one is the Cat Cookie. Alright, let's put that back. Now we're just going to wait for the wizard to leave. This will be our third cycle, and I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it again at the end of the playthrough. It's kind of insane that we are at the 31-minute mark, and he's leaving for the third time. The cycles are very fast. Thank you for that. Filling in dead air is hard. Nothing. Okay. He's not doing anything up here. He's snooping. I mean, I do appreciate we have a way of speeding time up using the bed. So I can see we're going to get a few more seconds, maybe a minute or two, if we just wander around here and wait for him to leave naturally of his own accord. I thought the clock was running a bit faster previously.
I have decided to take a journey.
Alright, he's off on a journey, so that means we can get up to no good. Take all. Get outside, look at the magic map, and we'll teleport down to town and go on a spending spree.
You pull out. You feel it.
Good day to you, young man. What can I do for you?
We need to spend some money, but I'm not sure how.
I'd like to purchase something.
Certainly. Take a look at the items on the shelf behind me.
There we go. Can I afford all that? We've got 4 things, same as the original. 14, 22, 27. That leaves us with 8 gold coins.
You count out 5 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 4 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 10 coins and give them to the shopkeeper. You count out 8 coins and give them to the shopkeeper.
We've cleaned him out.
A strong fishy smell emanates from the glass jar. You're carrying a handful of coarse grains of salt. This is a plain leather pouch, useful for storing liquid or dry ingredients. Right now, it is empty. There's nothing very interesting about this jar of whitish, thick lard. There's 100 things more useful and pleasant to do than trying to swallow a jar full of lard.
Tell me about them, please.
You can't take anything out of a pouch that doesn't contain anything to begin with. It's not meant to be eaten on its own. Drinking it might make you highly irresistible to cats, but everyone else would avoid you like the plague.
Okay, let's go chat to the bard.
Pain throbs to my shore.
Where's the loot?
Perhaps this will help to inspire you.
This is it! My answer! The key to unlocking the creative force inside! Dawn, it's time to go. The journey's long, my pace won't slow. I'll prove that I have not been beat. There's nothing here, so on my feet, the future's waiting.
Beautiful. Do that again and crank the volume, please.
It's a pity you didn't have any talent potion left to give him.
I wanted to make a comment about that, but I figured the game would do it for me.
I hear there's a land to the east where the nuts are solid gold.
A land to the east, that is across the ocean. The squirrel spoke to us. Oh, nice.
That's crazy. There's no such place.
We have the picture.
My third cousin twice removed has seen it for himself.
What was it called, fellas?
You look terrible. You need more acorns in your diet. He's just an old nutter. What would he know?
How can you crack anything open with those teeth?
Anything else?
He might keep old nuts that are past their expiration date, but that doesn't mean he's a nutter.
I think any squirrel who thinks acorns are made of solid gold is a nutter. Ain't no such thing.
What about walnuts?
Fine, have it your way. I believe him.
Then you're a nutter also.
Alright, so not going to hesitate. Let's just go across the desert here.
How do you keep your scales so shiny?
Okay, now the snakes are talking.
It's all in the slither, darling.
Those faces are freaking me out.
Oh, teach me how.
You're either born want to slither well, or you follow in another's trail.
There is naught but sand for many miles in this direction. You think it wise not to wander too far afield.
Okay, we're not automatically using the pitcher of water. Lizards?
I wonder which of us has the longer tongue.
That voice, though.
I'm not showing you my tongue.
Come on, I'll show you mine.
All right, fine. A quick flick, and that's all.
Oh, that is a long one.
I know. Your turn. You call that a tongue?
Be nice. Okay, what am I doing now?
Do you remember where we buried the hatchlings?
West away, I think. Why? They weren't ours.
I'm just worried the neighboring serpents will find them.
Can we go west now?
It's a big desert.
True, but one of them might know what we did last summer.
I did not approve of that reference.
There is naught.
Okay, we can't find their eggs.
I enjoy hot days. They make me feel almost warm-blooded.
I think this spell may have been a mistake.
It's only a phase, I'm afraid.
True. Tonight I'll go back to being cold-hearted and lazy.
Those are your better traits.
You peer into the empty pitcher. At the bottom, the word Vandalmere has been etched.
Is that a reference? Because if so, I do not understand it.
You peer into the empty pitcher. At the bottom, the word Vandalmere has been etched. You're not thirsty right now.
Okay, not immediately sure what to do.
What's with the library?
Library? Oh, you mean that derelict building in town?
Yeah, no one ever goes in there.
Lies.
It's abandoned.
Why? Can't the townspeople read?
Not since the last teacher left.
When was that?
How many centuries ago?
About 50 years ago.
Half a century ago. Got us.
Gee, it's hard to get teachers out to small towns.
You said it.
The hole is deep, much longer than your arm. There appears to be a glass bottle at the bottom.
Can I flood the hole?
This is a... Try as you might, you cannot reach the bottle.
If I pour water into it, for example, will the bottle rise?
Vandalmere.
You successfully fill the hole with water and thoroughly soak yourself in the process. The pitcher slips out of your hands and shatters at the bottom of the rock.
Oh. Okay, that's terrible.
The hole is filled with water. A bottle bobs on its surface.
Is there an alternate solution, perhaps?
You take the glass bottle from the hole and discover a piece of paper inside.
Something, recite this. Wave a magic wand.
You tore this empty page. The piece of parchment has a magical incantation written on one side. You realize this is a page from the sorcery of old. On the back of the spell page is a scribbled note. Where can I find a mandrake root? I fear this land is barren of this rare vegetable. I have learnt it favors darker places. Perhaps the cave. It is my last hope.
The spider cave.
The page feels very fragile. You assume it's very old.
That's the page that we need for the cat cookie. So the former Gwydion said, "The key to my freedom, I will hide in a remote part of Ludor." This was it, I assume. The question is, do we have to sacrifice the picture to get this? I think we do. I can't think of any other way to grab it, even though I haven't tried anything yet. I cannot think of another way we can grab the picture or the bottle out of that hole. Nothing's coming to mind here.
You can't.
Because as soon as I picked up that picture, it's like, yep, okay, I can use it on that hole, surely.
There is no water in the pitcher. You will need to say the magic word in order to fill it. You don't know the magic word.
Huh. Okay, fine.
You peer into the empty pitcher.
Very curious game.
Bandovmir.
You successfully fill the hole with water and thoroughly soak yourself in the process.
It slips and
shatters. The pitcher
shatters.
slips out of your hands and shatters at the bottom of the rock.
I'll keep playing because I don't think this is a fail state, but...
You take the glass...
I might have to come back to this. Okay, the bees. Can I do anything about the bees? Oh god. I wonder if those rogues are only attacking now because the bard is left. Can we do anything with these fellows? Nothing's immediately coming to mind.
You can't. The trunk is home to a fair few bees. Careful, you might be allergic.
We won't know until we try. Okay, the bees can't kill the fly. Good to know.
So ends my fun. My flight's now done.
Your spell...
Just want to say something. That's the second time we've used this. How many times can we use this?
So when
your
So when
your
5.
So when
your this seems generous.
So when
your
all right, we can use that a lot of times, very clearly.
So when
your
So when
your
So what's next? I assume it's a spider cave, but I also assume that we need to get the eagle feather. But how do we get the eagle feather this time?
There's a lamp.
No, you heard wrong.
Do you know why Mane?
He does that often, doesn't he?
Every 17 years, so they say.
Looking for a replacement. I'm sorry I missed the first thing. I might actually put that in freeze frame because I really want to see what that said. But I'm not going to see it live.
Nice tree.
Birds. Let me look around here and see if we get interrupted by an eagle. In the previous recording session, I did see an eagle go past, but it didn't drop a feather. Also, where is our cup of water? I used this.
Try a little further. Try.
I need to grab another one here.
You scoop up a cupful of ocean water. The page.
That one's done. That one's done except for the eagle feather. We now have salts. We got mistletoe and a smooth stone, so that's teleportation at random. We now have a pouch, so we can do the deep sleep. We've done that one. I do not have a spoonful of mud, and I do not know where to find it. It seems to me like it should be in the screen behind the mountain that we just passed through, but I do not see it. We can do invisibility. We cannot do cast cookie. We're close. We just need mud.
The port town.
And we just need the mandrake root. And we also need an eagle feather, which I assume is still what we need to take out the spider.
The sand, the rock, the cliff, the cliff, the cliff, the cliff.
This screen looks suspicious.
A beautiful stream. You see it.
I didn't think the eagle feather would be RNG. There's one part that they would have taken out, it would have been that.
What's with the library?
Library?
Yeah.
This is.
I thought the eagle was down here.
There is.
I wonder.
I'm not.
Come on.
Your hands are grubby enough. No need to dirty them further by rubbing them on your clothes.
I'm trying to take the dough out of my ears.
The trunk.
Can I do anything with this?
You can't. The purse contains some gold coins.
Apart from looking for an eagle and asking it to drop an item, what am I doing here? The only thought that I've got is I can go back to the house and craft some spells, in particular teleportation at random. Maybe that's going to teleport me somewhere special, like inside the cave. Let me load, get some time back, and we'll do that.
You pull.
Let's make some magic.
You feel it. You unlock. Inside, you take. You
all the books.
You scan.
Excuse me? That was very strange. Okay, down we go. Our friendly cat is not here. I can talk to the cat. I forgot about that. Speed run our way down there. That was accidental, just to be very clear. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? This music is excellent. Teleportation at random. So we need to grind the salt grains, grind the mistletoe, rub it, then kiss it, and then recite.
You measure 1 spoonful of salt and pour it into the mortar. You grind the salt with the pestle.
You place the sprig of mistletoe in the mortar. You grind the mistletoe with the pestle. You rub the stone in the mixture.
I assume I need to do that.
You gently kiss the stone. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the teleportation at random incantation.
My kiss so tender I now give, so that I may have a chance to live, seeking a place of trouble less, when my smooth stone I shall caress.
You wave the magic wand over the stone.
Okay, that's one more. What else we got? I was going to deep sleep. I tried this one and then fell over right at the very end. Grind the 3 acorns. We need to put it into a bowl and then add the nightshade juice.
You place the acorns in the mortar. You grind the acorns into a fine powder. You carefully scoop the acorn powder out of the mortar. You put the acorn powder into the bowl. You pour 1 cup of nightshade juice into the bowl.
Stir it, light the brazier, and boil it.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl. You light the charcoal brazier. You place the bowl on the charcoal brazier. You wait until the nightshade juice is almost gone. A damp, powdery substance remains behind in the bowl.
Wait until it's dry, then recite.
You remove the bowl from the charcoal brazier. You pour the contents of the bowl onto the table.
I assume I can do this now.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the causing a deep sleep incantation.
Acorn, nightshade, together mixed, concoction of a deep sleep fixed. From places of much lesser light, you bring to them a long good night.
You wave the magic wand over the powder. You carefully scoop up the powder from the table.
Where's the powder?
This is a plate. The powdery substance is straight from the mortar. With steady hands, you put the sleeping powder into the empty pouch. You now have a magical powder that will put anyone in the vicinity to sleep when poured on the ground in a place where there's both darkness and moisture. The charcoal brazier burns out.
Dankness. Is that everything I can do for now? I've done understanding. I've done this even though I don't have the eagle feather. Done that, done that, done that. I cannot do Brewing a Storm because we do not have a spoonful of mud. I believe we can do Coming Invisible.
This page has been torn from the book.
Can I add the page back? I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to load in just a sec.
You replace the missing page.
There we go.
This is the last page.
We have the cat cookie recipe. Okay, let's do Becoming Invisible. We need to cut the cactus with the knife, squeeze it onto a spoon, and then put it into a bowl.
You cut the cactus in half with the knife.
How do we squeeze it? Just use it with the spoon, I guess?
You squeeze the cactus juice into the spoon. You add the cactus juice to the bowl.
1 jar of lard and then 2 drops of toad spittle.
There's nothing very... You add the jar of lard to the bowl.
Sorry, skip that. We're keeping the jar for later use.
The cream-colored toadstool powder is...
What? Did I add it to the porridge instead of the bowl?
You shouldn't try making up your own spells.
What did I screw up there? Cut the cactus.
You cut... You
squeeze it. Add it to the bowl. We add the lard.
You keep the empty jar for later use.
We can see that now. Add 2 drops of toad spittle. It's toadstool powder, that's what I got wrong.
A strong fishy...
Fish oil.
The leather...
Where is it?
Toad spittle is a...
That's the one I was.
You add 2...
Okay, what do I do next? Stir with a spoon, recite, wave, and use on the jar.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
I did not need to come out to here to do that. Let's recite.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the Becoming Invisible incantation.
Juice of cactus and toad spittle upon myself, but just a little. With flame and moisture both present, I shall become most transparent.
These are good recitations.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl.
And we need to put that into the jar.
You carefully pour the invisibility ointment into the empty lard jar.
That is all I can do here for now. The remaining 2 spells require Mandrake Root, which is going to get rid of the cat's hair and the fish oil. And a Storm Brew is going to get rid of the toadstool powder, the cup of ocean water, and the mud, which we don't have. Okay. I need to go back down and keep searching very clearly. Well, let's get out of here. I said, let's get out of here. Can't waste time falling down the stairs, Gwydion.
You'd look mighty funny falling down those stairs, Gwydion.
Your voice echoes.
You'd look...
Hey cat, watch this.
You rub the magic stone. The room has...
Can I do anything here?
You put your eye to the...
Well, that's the same as last time. We can't see the spider cave entrance again. Let me go outside and start rubbing it again. I can probably do it quicker if I select it here. Go outside and then use it on Gwydion, rather than doing it inside the inventory. Does this work?
You rub the magic stone. You
Okay, let's go south one more screen. What else can we do here?
You
Alright, that is a sample size of 20. I don't see anything new there. It's very much the same as the first game. We can use it to randomly teleport. It's very good for speedrunning, but apart from that, I don't know if that serves any real use, other than easily getting out of the wizards to the lab perhaps, not having to deal with the cat. This spider. Is there anything I can do about it?
You can't.
Why is this fish here?
The fish must have been on dry land for a considerable amount of time already, as its aroma is less than desirable. That would leave you with severe food poisoning.
Maybe Manana's cat would like that fish? Alright, is there really no mud here?
A rushing stream, a waterfall, a rushing, a rush, despite your close, you can't, you.
Where do I find the mud?
The hole is filled with water. You're not thirsty. It's too big for a casual shimmy.
I suppose I should go to the tavern and see if the bard has made his way there.
A cottage sits. A cottage. If the town of Ludor had a center, you would be standing in it. Here you can find all the essentials an aspiring traveler might need. There's also a store. As you gaze at the ocean, you imagine sailing away on the waves.
It's just that nothing is jumping out at me here.
The
other thing that's getting me is that we use a spoon to... Here's my words. We use a spoon to create spells back in the lab. If that spoon were covered in mud, we would have a problem.
If you want a drink, try a direct approach.
I thought I picked up water, but I have not.
The stream ends its journey here. You scoop up a cupful of ocean water. Big Z-Wigsy Spider climbed up the cave entrance. Along came a man and approached against all sense. Down came the spider and feasted all the same. Big Z-Wigsy Spider climbed up the cave again.
I'm okay with that.
Big. The only way in is through. Your aim is true, and the deadly blade speeds toward the web. It passes between the strands and clatters harmlessly within the cave.
Awesome. That is potentially a fast state. Is there anything else I can do about this?
You can't.
I thought he'd walk up to it and cuss it or something, but no. Let me just try using all my items here because I was not expecting anything to work. There's a spell ingredients that's obviously not going to work, but let me try.
You can't.
Hello?
A A fisherman is asleep at the end of the dock. There is no need to disturb him. There is no need to disturb him.
Can I give him the fish?
He doesn't need it.
Can I take his fishing rod?
There is no... You're in precisely the wrong spot for that. You're in... Must you always follow your peers?
Terrible pun, terrible pun. Okay. I can possibly do something with the fishing rod, but... I don't know if that's a thing or not. That could be a red herring. Pun intended.
You feel...
Ouch!
The forest, it's a massive... The old run... It's a
I assume he said that because we walked past the anchor. And not, you know, something secret or something in the grass that we need to pick up. Is this dude here? Or is he RNG? Right, can we do anything with this guy?
There is no...
Okay, well, that accomplishes nothing.
Must you always follow your...
I mean, I'm not even clicking on the water there. I'm clicking on him and he's walking into the freaking water.
He doesn't need it. You can't.
You in here, Smord? Okay, so right now I've got to admit I'm at a bit of a loss. We definitely saw the eagle fly past at some points. I do wonder if it's using the same mechanics as the original.
It's...
Basically, you had to wait on the screen for 8 seconds for the eagles fly past, and then there was like a 25% chance it would drop a feather. Or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe it was 25% chance that it shows up, and then 50% chance that it drops a feather. Right now, I'm not sure what else to do. Playing the EGA version, the only thing that's coming to mind is that we need to get into the spider cave, and if it's the same as the first game, then we need to use an eagle to take the spider out. Is there nothing I can do with these bees? I mean, is there any point?
A swarm of busy... The trunk is home to a fair few bees. A swarm of busy bees buzz around their hive.
There's a hive there, but it doesn't say, oh, there's delicious honey, or there's something you can pick up.
That would be inviting trouble.
It just says there's a bunch of bees there, there's a hive there, and that's it.
You have nothing else to say to the barmaid at the moment.
Where are my coins?
You put a coin from your purse on the counter and ask the barmaid to give you a mug of ale.
We're underage.
You down the mug of ale and feel your throat burn. That is some really strong stuff. You need some fresh air, and fast. Whew, the fresh breeze from the sea clears your head a bit. You put another coin from your purse on the counter and ask the barmaid to give you the best stuff she has.
We're turning Gwydion into an
down
alcoholic.
another mug and immediately wish you hadn't. The fresh breeze once again makes you feel a little bit better. Unfortunately, only a little bit.
This is only useful if we vomit up mud or a mandrake root.
You're not touching that stuff again. Ever. You can't. You're not the. There.
Where's my magic stone? There it is.
You